Aegis, Advanced Ground Information Systems, makers of LifeRing software. LifeRing puts a command operations center in the palm of your hand.
In addition to providing a common operational picture, LifeRing performs real-time processing of vast amounts of sensor data. This video shows LifeRing performing both single radar and multiple sensor tracking. Here we can see 5 radar sites providing data. We can hook them to see their site information. QRJ, which is Jedburgh FAA radar site, represented as a Q. NEN is White House Nolf Airport, represented as an N. LHW is Wright Army Airfield, represented as an L. SAV is Savannah Airport, represented as an S. And QHN is Ashburn Army Airfield, represented as a Q. The video playback of a real operation shows the radar locations along with other symbols and the raw radar sensor data called plots being received from each of the 5 radars every 10 seconds. Hundreds of plots are received each 10 seconds from each of the 5 radars. The raw plot data is first processed to discard numerous birds, weather, waves, and mountaintops. The resulting raw data, which consists of only range and bearing location information from the sensor, is then subject to an Aegis-modified motion algorithm called a tracker. That automatically initiates air tracks based on the data received, range and bearing information received from each of the radars or the other sensors. The tracker uses absolute motion over a varying period of time from each of the sensors to determine if the plot has motion that would be consistent of an aircraft's possible motion. It then creates a possible track. If subsequent plots confirm sensible motion, a track based on the plots is created, displayed, and transmitted. The tracks are examined to determine if they are at a proximal location and have the same speed and heading. If the tracks remain in close proximity over time, a software algorithm is applied to determine whether there is one track or multiple tracks positioned very close to each other. In the case of aircraft tracking seen here, if the aircraft friend or foe transponder information data is available, it can be used to assist in determining whether there is one or more aircraft in close proximity. When only the transponder IFF data is available, LifeRing alternatively uses it as the basis to create a track that can be transmitted to the interfaced C4I systems. As mentioned before, when LifeRing is receiving data from sensors that provide only plots, they have to be pre-processed to determine whether they are just noise from the sensor, weather, birds, waves, mountaintops, etc. These plots that are not associated with aircrafts are noted with lowercase letters on the map, not associated with a track symbol. When LifeRing is linked with radar data and other sensors that provide a track, the incoming track is assigned a track number to identify each track from other tracks. If we hook one of the tracks, we see the letter associated with the radar site providing current tracking data. The site identifier or letter representing the radar site fades as more current location data is gathered, which are seen as bolder, darker letters closer to the track symbol. These tracks are then transmitted on Link 16, JVMF, OTH Gold, Cursor on Target, and other appropriate NATO data links.